to move on then, shall we, to Bellew the Weeks before we finish up here, episode 454. Wrapping Rob. Kelly's here, Danny's here, Andy's here, Matt's here. We've lost Ozzy, but we shall get him back next time, hopefully. Right, yeah, so it's been a bit of a hectic few days, so I've only managed to cut a few Bellew the Weeks. Sorry if you threw one in, it doesn't get read out. My apologies, first of all, no apologies for this. Floyd's back in the action. I think it was Damien who sent this in on Gmail. Floyd is promoting rental cars now. See if you want to get one.
It's the Money Man. I'm right here in Dubai. Rotana Star, Luxury Rentals. Check them out. When you come to Dubai, top flight, follow me. We got everything. McLaren in different colors. Ferraris, Lambos, whatever you want. Rolls Royce, Bugatti, whatever you want. When you come to Dubai, it's the place to be. Check it out. Crazy colors. Come on, man. Live flashy like Floyd Mayweather. Rotana Star. Whatever you want, they got Rotana Star.
I tell you what, he needs to use a bit more sign language in these videos. My God.
Is he getting paid extra for ad-libbing? Because if he is, fuck me.
It's like when someone's filming and he's like, they're still filming, I'm going to have to keep talking.
Any colour? Any colour?
Yeah.
You know.
Any colour you want.
He sounds like Del Trotter. Any colour? Any colour? Bugatti here.
He'll be selling Latvian sex dolls next, Floyd. He's a character in a...
He'll be fucking selling an elevator then.
Sadly, most of the people who follow Floyd would be stuck with the box truck that was driving down the street behind him.
Oh, Floyd, what a character. Get out there and get a rental car. Right, Matty, you've sent in the first Bellew of the week for this one. This is Andy's area, actually. Title watch. This is... Jake Paul's come up with his own title.
What the fuck is that?
It's so hard to explain what the fuck this title looks like to everyone. The only way I can put it, because it's got like a bunch of watches around the strap.
Looks like one of Flavor Flav's boxes.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It looks like it's like Flavor Flav like got together with children who painted the "We Are the World" fucking art. It's fucked up, man. It's very, very colorful and goofy as shit, but. Yeah, it's
like if UNICEF sponsored the Flavor Flav chain. That's what...
It's like something your child brings home, isn't it? That they're made in school.
Matt, I'd describe it as like the WWF belt that Ultimate Warrior used to have when he was wrestling back in the day, because he used to change the colour of the belt. He used to have the belt to match his like pants and all that. So I'd go as far as that probably.
I thought he was holding up a cake when I saw it first. Someone made him a nice cake.
What the fuck is worth watches on there? Apparently that belt is worth $500,000. What the fuck watches does he have on there?
There you go. He won anyway, Matty, so he gets to take it home.
Yeah, apparently that's good, because otherwise it'd end up in a pawn shop for 60 grand.
There you are. Ted Barrett, friend of the pod. Shout out to Ted. James Reynolds tweeted out last night, who to watch, Derek Chisora fighting for nothing or Josh Taylor with all the belts on the line. The fact it's a no-brainer should be a lesson for boxers about promotion, profile and entertainment. Josh Taylor says, I'm not boxing tonight, pal. Don't know where you've been hiding. I didn't know Josh Taylor fighting in February and Chisora last night was a choice, I suppose, Andy. But there you go. That's what James Reynolds is saying anyway.
A bit of casual Mr. Reynolds there.
Casual Mr. Reynolds, absolutely. A few of the boys threw this in. I think it was Joe Kennedy. Yeah, this was a bit of a bad move from Sandy Ryan. Real cool to pull this shtick on your... She was fighting a 40-year-old opponent coming off 8 straight defeats. The opponent tried to shake her hand and she didn't want it. She got right in her face. This is a DAZN boxing clip, so I'm afraid you're not going to watch the video because I ain't cutting it and risking it. But she got right in her face. She wanted a bit of intense beef against this journey woman. It was a bit embarrassing to see, to be honest. So Sandy Ryan, you are in the book for Bellew of the week. Here's another one.
Box manager got hard over the top of that, by the way.
He probably told us to do it, didn't he? Oh, get in her face, get in her face. There you go. Anyway, here's the boys over on Probellum getting Paul Smith and Nick Pete mixed up. I suppose it's an easy mistake to make. Smigger's like his old man, isn't he?
Smigger's like three bills there, by the way. What size of him?
I was going to say there's only 8 stone in it. It's close.
And there's Smido on the outside. On Probellum. Callie and Nissa Soland have been nominated by Adelaide Oval Bryce. Would pay good money to watch Big John Fury versus Alan Babbage. What about that, Dana?
Absolutely not. I couldn't think of anything worse. Why are people lining up John Fury? Leave the guy alone.
He doesn't want to fight.
No.
Doesn't want to fight, yeah.
Babbage.
How old is he?
That's only be hanging up fucking billboards all around fucking Doncaster trying to make the fight.
I'll tell you what, Steve, if it was shouting at a 40-inch monitor, John Fury would be up for it. Big time.
Yeah. Well up for it. Oh, good old John against Babbage, says Callie. Danny said he's seen nothing worse. Well, wait till he sees this. Rob Beef, Belly of the Week for the shit banter. I love these two donuts, says Tony Bellew. Here's Darren Barker and Chris Lloyd. Dressed as elves on a ping pong table.
And apparently that elf almost got run over to by a bus. So close.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, here we are. Final few now. The Blonde Bomber has been thrown in as Woman of the Year by T-Roy the Destroyer. Mohammed Mia nominating him for this. She's looking well there, you know, Rob.
Are they fake? They're fake, eh?
Of course they are.
The only bad thing about that photo is you can't see the Phoenix. Really, that's it.
Where's the Phoenix, mate?
Get the Phoenix on the go. The Phoenix. Ebony getting nominated by Mohammed there. But wouldn't be the same Bellew of the Week without Brian King getting stuck in.
Strange sequence of photos, them two, aren't they?
Yeah, there we go. Going down under, Rob, from one exchange to the other. Do you think I'd do this by accident? Yeah, Brian King nominating DAZN. Joseph Parker beats Derek Chisora by unanimous decision after a fight for the ages, said DAZN Boxing. They were enjoying it anyway. Sandy Ryan again getting a nomination here. Really nice, Derek tweeted out. Before I can go any further today, I need to apologise to Sandy Ryan. I made a tweet implying that Sandy was disrespecting her journeywoman opponent. But I did so without realising her opponent was not British. Crack on, champ. All the best for tonight. Hashtag Falklands. Sandy Ryan says, appreciate it.
Those Brexit people are really committed.
Simon Weston tweeted underneath it as well. He fucking said thank you as well.
She's been stitched up a Potter Cropper there, actually, man. Kipper, sorry, that's a good one there from really nice, Derek.
The Falklands, man. Holy shit, she said appreciate it. Oh my god. This is the same one, by the way. This is the same one who wouldn't apologise for not wanting to shake the one's hand. She said, I'm not going to shake her hands before the weigh-in. She's trying to take something that I have. I'd say she's just trying to pay the light bill, to be honest with you.
Or the water bill, like Coogan's trying to, he's trying to pay the water bill, you know.
Exactly.
Everybody's just pissed off because losing the Falklands are a really, really big deal, because where else are you going to take all the sexually abused sheep that the Welsh have had in their yards? You know?
Jesus Christ. So that shadow ban's coming off anytime soon.
These super chats are going to have to pay for Donny at this rate, I think, to represent us. Oh, dear. Thanks, Bertie. Anyway, final one from me. Dominic Henry has nominated Bellew. Javonta Davis needs a platform, rather. Come over to the zone, mate. I'm happy to welcome you, says Tony Bellew. If Javonta Davis is struggling there, Rob, Tony's inviting him over to the zone.
Listen, stranger things have happened, haven't they? Fucking maybe Stephen Espinoza. There's a breaking point with Stephen Espinoza, and he can only handle so many backseat limo sex tapes starring Adrian Broner before he wants to put him on Showtime. Maybe it's time for a new move to DAZN. They are taking over the fucking globe after all, so who better than to lead your global takeover than AB? Maybe you get a little documentary on there.
So you picked Eddie up for that global takeover. That man's full of shit, isn't he? Holy shit, man.
Takeover, man. Fucking hell. Having the worst year of his fucking life. Global takeover, for fuck's sake.
You know, AB just needs to realize if you want to keep a strong jaw, you can choose gum and don't have to risk getting an STD at the same time.
Hey, Matty, poor old AB is getting it rough from you tonight.
Hey, he's not helping me
Leave
yet.
him alone.
Well, he's getting ready to go to jail. You better get used to
my
getting rough
nomination
there, Stephen.
Oh, yes, Mark Stanton, Leonard Ellaby will be busy this week. That's all the ones that I've got for now then, boys. Nothing from Ozzy. Anything from you, Matty?
Just the Jake Paul one from earlier.
Just the Jake Paul one. Let's bring that up. Right now, there's Jake Paul as well. Oh yeah, shout out to Chino, I suppose, for having his tights on as well. We'll throw him as well for the banter. Andy, any nominations from you?
Yeah, big banter Babbage, finally admitting that he's absolute dog shite and he's going to get knocked out at some point. But also to Aaron Hart, who responded to this interview on IFL. He says, disagree with this. For his style, which isn't pretty, but is super effective, you have to be fit. It's all about ferocity and outworking your opponent and making them uncomfortable, and it's about the best style is a nightmare for anyone. Add that he clearly has a chin, but that style will always look terrible when you just have to take a fight on short notice and aren't fully fit. You just need to take it as a lesson to value your career a wee bit more than quick paydays and only fight when he's had a proper camp. I'm not going to compare him to Tyson Fury just yet, but we all saw how ferocious that style, and it worked out. So one for Big Banter Babbage and Aaron Hart there. One for John Latham for seizing at Kevin Sanjo for daring to do a Bernard Hopkins press up snat him in the corner. I thought it was complete brilliant shithousing.
When B-Hop did it, do you remember? Ian John Lewis was laughing, wasn't he, telling him to get up?
A clue, but Ian John Lewis turned around to look for B-Hop and couldn't see him and looked down. Oh, there he's there. So I went for that. The zone team for somehow managing to put Joe Fraser's name in the same sentence alongside Derek Chisora for some reason.
That was Buatsi said that.
So Buatsi, I have no idea how he managed to fucking pull that one off. Mauricio Suleiman getting bodied by Alex Stedman. So basically, Mauricio Suleiman said, people pay thousands to watch great matches, but when the fights breaks when fights break out in the stands, many turn to watch such nonsense. It's incredible. To Alex Steedman then replies, it's just about more acceptable than seeing your nefarious underlings hijacking fighter celebrations with a photo bombing. So I think he was kind of referring to, I think it was at Cambosis, I think it was, getting WBC jumper put over the top of his head. It was an IBF mandatory. I think I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago as well.
Yeah.
Calais Ireland for saying, love to see Philip Hergovich and Joseph Parker as a final eliminator at Eddie Hearn. So Hergovich is going to go for fighting the absolute dregs of the slurry of boxing to face Joseph Parker in his next fucking fight. Fuck
Serbian
off.
Graveyards.
Fuck off, Calais, man. Jesus Christ.
I'll take that fight, actually.
Boxing Social put out a message asking who should Conor Benn fight next, to which Not From Detroit mentioned back Eddie Hearn would put him in a hologram of Gatti if he could. I love that one. This guy on Twitter called Ricardo Mendez, somebody asked the question, who's got the better boxing record, Gervonta Davis 26-0 or Roman Gonzalez 50-3? And this Ricardo Mendoza responds, Tank has a better record, but Roman has a better resume, but it's not that hard, lols. An undefeated record is better than having losses. It's plain and simple. Genius. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Alexander for that abomination of a scorecard 114-112. And add another 2 judges if you want at the same time. And I think my last one's going to be for AB, mate. So basically, as AB responded to this thing on Instagram about a woman from Las Vegas, a hotel cleaner. She'd won a child support battle against a 28-year-old millionaire who she never slept with. This woman who's apparently stole a condom from a trash can for this guy and somehow inserted it in her vagina and became pregnant with a baby boy who is now 4 years old. Right? So anyway, she somehow goes through a child support hearing, and she's somehow got millions and millions of pounds or dollars in fucking paybacks or child support. To which AB then responds to, man, I thought condoms was meant to protect us. What the fuck is going on? This is the guy who got treated by wings.
Condom ship is after sailing for AB.
But what's going on here? Come on. So AB, mate. AB, Ricardo Mendoza, Not From Detroit, Calais Ireland, Mauricio Suleiman, the Zone commentary team, John Latham, and Big Babbage.
I guess there really is no safe place to go when women be grabbing turkey basters and shooting shit up in a man.
Well, apparently,
what are you gonna do?
Apparently, Broner's used condom was in the same trash can, but she left it because she thought she'd never get that fucking money. You know what I mean?
It's quite the list, Andy. Some good value of the week nominations.
Condoms.
Boy, baby, getting it again. Danny, any from you, please?
Yeah, so I got one. So Tony Bellew last night, just before Parker Chisora started off, basically saying something about how the UK atmosphere is a lot better than what it is over in the States and Vegas, etc., etc. And I was thinking, didn't we kind of get that from the States? So that was a bit of bollocks from Tony. While Eddie Hearn was sat next to him, so he's obviously looking for some brownie points. And then the other one is I had a mate of mine, Aid Podbury, over watching the fight last night, and he was sitting here yawning at about 8 o'clock. And I said to him, "What's the matter with you?" And he said, "I was up at 8." And I said, "Who are you? Fucking Dillian White." So mentioned to him,
Iced.
yeah.
Shout
No,
out for
from me.
Aid.
That's all for me.
Yeah. Good stuff. Rob, any from you, please?
No, none for me.
Nothing from Rob. Right, let's go around and see.
Oh,
who's
sorry.
Yep.
Whoever the fuck decided to put Boatty on the panel. Have you learned nothing from the fucking Sky Days? You're not going to make Boatty a pundit. He did have some interesting contributions during the fight, though. He said, "War Chisora, War Chisora, War Chisora." So that was good. Like, and
I'll
Katie
second
Taylor
that.
on as well. Like,
I'll second that. And he kept saying, "Oh, Chisora knows what he's doing. He's going into the corner." I was thinking, he can't fucking move. Never mind going into the corner.
He was using it as a badge of honor, though, wasn't he? He was like, "Well, Parker might have knocked him down, but she's always in the corner now."
yeah.
Lucky
As well
knew
as that,
Yeah.
I feel bad giving this Irish icon Bellew of the Week nomination, but I'm sorry, Katie. You can't be given the zone punditry wearing Leonard Ellerby's jacket. Just doesn't suit you. Big white jacket like Leonard Ellerby on Katie Taylor last night.
Actually, Steve, nomination for Chris Lloyd, who was trying so hard to try and work out what Katie Taylor was saying.
Actually, I've retweeted. Here we are. Troy Williamson has actually tweeted out tonight, Rob. He says, "Could listen to Katie Taylor talk all day. Probably wouldn't understand much, but my God, what a sexy voice she has. Sounds like she's yodeling."
I get that a lot, actually, Steve. Some people to come up to me in the pub when I'm out and they go, "Katie, your voice sounds just like you're singing yodelay, yodelay, yodelay." And I can't disagree with him.
Troy with a late nomination there. I am going to go for another female boxing icon, not quite as big as Katie yet, Matty, but I'm going for Sandy Ryan. I think she's had a couple of mares, so by accumulation, I'm going for Sandy. Who are you going for?
I'm going with the Jake Paul belt.
One for Jake Paul, one for Sandy Ryan. Who are you going for, Andy?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Mauricio Suleiman, just purely getting pulled up by Alex Deadman like that. It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. So, aye.
There we go. Mauricio getting thrown in as well. That's 3 different ones. Danny, who are you going for this week?
Isaac Lowe,
yes.
Well. Isaac Lowe getting involved there last night. He's saying to everybody in that, hopefully have a good Christmas and New Year and see you all fit and ready for 2020.
Right, Freddie.
So no, he's just fucking dyslexic. Doesn't he fucking know the year he's in?
Andy, he's working with Doc. He's going back to the future, mate. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's what it is.
COVID coming round the corner.
You can take me my DeLorean, by the
way. Danny, who are you going for this week?
Oh, I got to go for the Falklands mention on the fucking Sandy. Oh my goodness me, that's awful. But yeah, that's my vote, mate.
A couple for Sandy Ryan. Rob, who are you going for?
That was hard to beat, isn't it? Sandy Ryan, like for the whole debacle, like for everything that all encompassing event, yeah, it has to be her.
Okay, Sandy Ryan, congratulations. You are the Bellew of the Week winner for episode 454.